across the country, and it's the first from his self-titled debut CD, which I'm happy to say is now available. You might recognize him from season 9 of American Idol. Everybody welcome Casey James. Good to have you here. It sounds weird to say American Idol. Do you hate that you're still that reference? I mean, obviously you've been doing this long before Idol, and this has been your path, but that's how people still reference you.
Exactly. I kind of think of it as, an introduction to me, because people would know who I am if it weren't for the show. So it doesn't bother me at all.
Like I said, this is a path that you have taken long before Idol, and a dream of yours to see this album now released. It is everywhere. You have to feel good.
Yeah, I do feel. I feel it's a funny feeling to not have a CD out for as long as, I was out there doing stuff, and really nobody had any way of kind of saying, here's Casey James, and now people can do that. They can hand to someone and say, listen to this, and that's an amazing feeling.
You've been playing the songs, of course, out on the road for quite some time now. I met you, as I said before, went to camera a long time ago during the Sugarland tour, which was sometime last year that you were out on tour with them for a while. But here it is, it's come to fruition. I have to talk about you having an opportunity to be co-producer of your major label debut.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the production. Incredible guitar playing, and that's how a lot of people remember you when they saw you on television.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was one of those deals where, the people that were surrounding me in the process are massively talented, and so it was really a big trust thing, and I just continuously was around. I was like, can we do this here, and I'd like for you to do this here, and I need to put this guitar down here, and let's move this up, and not that I know how to do specifically any one of those things. I'm not a master of any of those things, but it was the amount of time and effort that I put into it, and it just became a situation where Chris was, him and Gary O just said, you've got to let people know that you did this, and we need to list you as a co-producer. And I said, you got it, and I'd be honored. And so it was really just a matter of me putting in the work.
When I hear the song Drive, and I had to ask you this, I didn't know for people who may not know at home, there are effects, and there are tones, and there are different guitars, different sounds. Listening to Drive, it sounds like there's a dobro, but I didn't see dobro on there.
There is, yeah. I played the dobro.
You're playing the dobro. Wow, have you played the dobro before? I guess anything with strings you can play?
Yeah,
Is that the deal?
yeah. Well, not well, but I did play the dobro on that song, and the electric, that little electric in the back, and but I had, once again, I had amazing musicians surrounding me, but I was lucky enough to be able to get to do the guitar work, which is important to me. And like you said, I toiled over every single decision going into the tone and what to play here and what note to play there. And, each one of those decisions is, it's so tough to make it because you go, is this the right thing? But at the end of the day, like I said, you listen and you go, this is right. And hopefully people feel it and they like it. They may not know what they like about it, but as long as it's coming across right, then I did my job.
So passionate, obviously, it comes through listening through this album. It is important for people to listen tracks 1 through 11. You're the co-writer, by the way, of 9 of the 11 songs. And I got to tell you, if you're not trying to fix love or chasing somebody, like either crying on the Suitcase song, or falling in love or proclaiming your love, there's a lot of that going through, and it seems like romance obviously is a big.
Yeah, it was a big. It took me a while to realize it, to be honest with you. People would ask me, what's the vibe of your CD, what's the feel, and that's a question you should be able to answer. And it took me a minute because it was always in process. And when I finally got it finished, I realized it is a very romantic album overall, the lyrics and even the vibe of the music. But it's very important to listen to tracks 1 through 11 all in a row, because I built it as an album, and each song complements the next song, and they all have a common thread, and if you break that thread, you're really just getting a small piece of what you should be getting. So I beg people, listen to the album all the way through, from start to finish.
You brought your guitar with you. Do you know what song you're going to do for us? Because you're going to play.
Yeah, I think I'll do The Good Life.
Ooh, that is a good song. Stay with us. More with Casey James when we come back, right here on The Strings.
For some reason, those 5 food groups sound a whole lot better when you put them in a taco shell instead of a pyramid. Old El Paso, and you gotta have Mexican.
Today we took a picture that's worth 1,000 memories. Replaced email with basemail. Reminded ourselves that inner children need timeouts too. What all will you do? The center of fun in the Smokies is a small town called Pigeon Forge, where families come together. Visit mypigeonforge.com to learn more.
Having triplets is such a blessing.
Not financially.
So we switched to the bargain detergent, and I found myself using 3 times more than they say to, and the clothes still weren't as clean as with Tide.
So we're back to Tide. They're cuter and clean clothes.
That's my Tide. What's yours?
Inspired by his southern upbringing, Lionel Richie delivers Tuskegee, a duets album of his biggest hits with today's hottest country artists and legends, like Kenny Chesney, Willie Nelson, and Jason Aldean. Blake Shelton, Shania Twain, Sugarland's Jennifer Nettles, Rascal Flatts, and more. Lionel Richie, Tuskegee, in stores March 27th, available at Walmart.
I'm making Jimmy Dean. Want some?
High pressure system in the early afternoon.
We'll have a high pressure system in the early afternoon.
Sunny, high in the low 80s.
It'll be sunny, high in the low 80s.
Chance of precipitation.
Okay, chance of precipitation in the afternoon. There you go.
Wow, that was fast.
Wow, that was fast. Microwave.
No way, this came out of the microwave?
Yep. No way this came out of the microwave.
Start your family off with Jimmy Dean Fully Cooked Sausage. Jimmy Dean, shine on.
I demand a quality education that fits into my life from a top online university that gives me skills employers want, that students recommend, and is confident enough to give me a free, no-risk trial. That's right, a free trial and personal support so I can succeed. That's why I'm choosing Jones.
Jones International University. Call or click today.
Casey James in the studio with us, a self-titled debut CD now available, 11 new songs. You're going to perform the very first track on this album called The Good Life. I have to say, you must have been in a great state of mind when you sat down to write this song.
It was a great day. It was pretty outside, and I played a little lick on the guitar, and then, bam, the song just came out of us.
For anybody who has sat down or has heard you talk in interviews knows that you're an extremely positive person. You're so passionate about what you're so grateful about what has happened to you. Do you feel that this is exactly where you should be, and is it the way you thought it would go?
It really is. I feel like everybody's got a place, and it's all important, and I feel like I'm doing the right thing and I'm in the right place, and I try to keep that in mind. If anything ever gets me down, I just try to keep a positive attitude and know that I'm a very lucky individual, and try to let other people feel the same way.
Feels good to be around you. It feels good to hear this song. I'd love for you to play us out with it.
All right.
Casey James,
good.
everybody. Good Life.
Cup of coffee in a clear head, jelly over warm cornbread, feeling ready for whatever the day is gonna bring. Old boots, socks are new, neighbors waving, the sky is blue. I may be almost broke, but this feeling is free. No doubt, I'm right where I belong. No part of this road feels wrong. Yeah, it looks like good life's coming on strong. Painted toes, tangled hair, perfect walk caught my stare. One look, I was hooked and I haven't let go. Up ahead, half a mile, stopping to see that smile. Thank you, Lord, for that angel watching over me. No doubt, I'm right where I belong. No part of this road feels wrong. Yeah, it looks like good life's coming on strong. Like forgiveness on Sunday, syrup and pancakes, we're meant to be. She opens her door and she jumps in my arms, yeah, it's easy to see. Yeah, no doubt, I'm right where I belong. wrong. Yeah, it looks like good life. Finally, my steps are steady and true, and it's all because of you. Yeah, it looks like good life's coming on strong. Well, the good life's coming on strong. Well, the good life's coming on. Well, the good life's coming